Yo, it's your boy Vito Blaze, and it's time for another edition of Coffee Talk Live. But check this, man. I'm here with my boy Chris Venditto, man, and I got some stuff to talk to him about, stuff that's on my mind. And we're going to talk about right now and give y'all listeners what we feel is right or what you feel is right, man. Just let us know, man. It's your boy Vito Blaze, and I'm here to talk my shit. Here, I got my boy Chris Venditto, man. He here to talk his shit. How you doing, Venditto?
What up, Bleezy?
My boy CV in the building, baby.
How's it
Yo,
going?
I just
How
got.
you living?
I'm living great, man. I'm living. I'm trying to keep hope alive,
Keep hope
my
alive
guy.
one day at a time.
One day at a
Every
time.
day's a
That's
blessing.
word. Every day's about. You know what I try to do, man? I try to go in today and try not to carry in the bullshit that was that was with me yesterday.
No,
We
leave it
shed
behind.
it off.
Leave yesterday's bullshit behind. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and carry. We only hold the wisdom that we learned from yesterday. Cause I was reading 50 Cent's book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter,
Yeah.
and he was talking about this time when when he was talking about this time growing up when he was learning how to be a boxer, and every time he was fighting people that was older than him, but they were in the same weight class. And the only way that he learned how to be a better fighter was not, it's like how everybody learns how to be a better fighter. Like they didn't just want to be hit all the time. They didn't want to get hit. They didn't want to get knocked down. So this trainer would be like, yo, dodge some hits or hit back instead of coddling him,
Yeah.
and then that's how he knew that, okay, life is gonna keep coming with the hits, but you just gotta learn how to dodge and become a stronger, learn new techniques, and that's how you start to win matches. You still gonna lose matches. I mean, a boxer who's only undefeated guys, Floyd Mayweather. And I feel like he might get knocked out one day. I hear he got this fight coming. He wants to fight the guy in Dubai, maybe
On the helipad, Vince.
on a helipad.
We should do that. We should get together, get a crew together, and we should do stand up on a helipad in Dubai.
That'll be dope.
Call Uncle Sammy there, Uncle Sid, and let him know. Like we should do a show straight out of Dubai. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it No Time for Good Jokes. I'm kidding. Love you guys. Love everyone.
Yeah, man.
Everyone's a family. It's a big happy family. But wouldn't that be cool though? Like stand up on a helipad in Dubai.
See, that's what I'm saying right there. That's a dope idea. And you know what? I'm gonna manifest that. I'm gonna visualize that, B. I'm gonna manifest and visualize that for us, B. I'm gonna manifest that, visualize that, if anything, for me, because that sounds like a dope idea.
It sounds like, at the very least, like a costly idea.
Yeah, like doing a stand-up show on a helipad from Dubai, but it can be done. One day I see it. I mean, it's gonna be done. We gonna on a private jet. And then we just be out there.
Think of what we need. We need a private jet. We need 6 to 8 comics because you can't do the show without 6 to 8 comics. Private jet. We won't. Okay, we're gonna make rules though. We're gonna make rules, Vance. No Instagram stories on the pre-party on the plane. No Instagram stories about that. Okay, phones off, airplane mode. You know what I'm saying? No recording what happens on the pre-show flight. Okay, none of that shit. Okay, and Sunwing also said because of what happened on the last thing, we can't get Grey Goose. It's absolute vodka only. So
only vodka,
absolute only, not Grey Goose, because they drank all the Grey Goose on that Tulum flight.
See, that's the thing, B. I'm gonna visualize. See, we ain't going out like them Quebec influences. I'm gonna visualize us a plane where streaming is available, okay, B? Like, I don't know, like the Wi-Fi on the plane ain't gonna affect the black box.
This episode, by the way, let that episode, if we're gonna manifest anything here, a lesson to everyone. If you're gonna go crazy on a plane and forget the COVID stuff, break flying rules, don't record it and put it on Instagram. Live in the moment. You're partying, you're having a good time. Live in the
Yeah.
moment. Don't put it on IG.
Or if you
Close
would have
friends
done this,
only.
the close friends only, or if anything, you record it and you post it once you get the fuck off the
Later, once you get
plane,
home.
or
Yeah. So you don't
post it
end up
when
on
you
a
get
no-fly
home.
list.
Yeah, you don't get off. Then, if anything, at least you home. You ain't stranded in Mexico or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now you probably sucking mad Mexicans' dick, so your ass could get it to, you know what I'm saying, into a pickup truck, so
How's
you
it
could get
possible? How's it
to
possible
to the
for
border. You know
a
what I
group of
mean?
people to like ruin
They
the
three white
idea
girls.
of
They gonna
doing?
find their way out of Mexico. They gonna find their way out. They good.
No, I'm sure they'll be fine. Like, more power to them. Maybe they could take a bus home, or
Yeah, they be all
maybe
right.
get on
They'll
a
be all right.
ferry. Maybe like a ride share. Maybe like an Uber X.
Matter
Front
of fact,
load.
I'm a manifest and visualize them taking an express plane and Uber to my crib right now. So you know what I'm saying? So we can all be happy.
I'll be happy.
So we can all have some good headlines. head. All right. Yeah, but no, on the real though, like I was watching the thing about me with the manifestation and visualization. Why it's a big deal right now for me.
You live on you every morning. You wake up, you get on Al Gore's internet, and you try to help the masses. You try to help the people. It's very admirable.
Right. Thank you very much, man. And
I ain't fucking doing that shit.
That was all from visualizing though. It's like I don't know, it's because I always seen me like kept talking to people, and my mom always said like I was a preacher, but I don't dig the church at all. So it's like I don't know. I guess
you don't dig the church at all.
Nah, I don't. I was in the church and all of that.
Yeah.
I wasn't, but nah, I don't dig it at all. So like,
we're not fucking with the big guy anymore.
Nah.
No. Hey, you know what? He's got some shit on his ledger.
Yeah.
He's got some marks on his ledger here. That hey, you know what, Jesus? Let's since you got on that cross, it hasn't been all good.
It hasn't been all good.
Appreciate the cross. Appreciate that. That's big of you. Really, nothing but love for that. But after that, it's been a lot of misses.
It's kind of like when Drake and Future came out with "Life Is Good,"
Absolutely,
and they came out.
Drake and Future coming out with "Life Is Good."
Yeah, remember Drake and Future, and they came out with that shit at around March 13, 2020. And ever since then, life hasn't been good for a lot of motherfuckers. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been like that. It's like Jesus dying on the cross is equivalent to when Drake and Future came out with "Life Is Good," because life ain't been good since
Put that
then.
shit on a coaster or something,
on a poster.
No, coaster. I want to see that when I drink. Jesus dying on the cross was like Drake and Future coming out with, what was the song? Life's Good?
Life is good.
Life is good. Yeah, that's what Jesus was thinking when he was being nailed to the cross. It's like one day a kid from Toronto and a kid from where's Future from? Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, a kid from Toronto, a kid from Atlanta are gonna do something just as important as this.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then Kanye's gonna tweet about it.
Hey yo. Oh shoot! Speaking of Kanye, he got caught in the bushes, right?
What do you mean? What bushes?
He got caught. He got caught looking in the bushes across and being on some
Kim's
sneaky
house.
creepers. Yeah, across Kip's crib while Pete was in the crib, son.
No.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. This is a lie.
Check your Twitter feed. Check your Twitter feed this morning. It popped up this morning.
He was in the bushes. Between Kanye and Antonio Brown. And it's been a week, man. It's been a week. Antonio Brown.
Antonio, now explain to me what he did, because I'm sure you know. What did he do, real quick?
All right, Vance. Well, Antonio Brown has had a career in the last 4 years. It's gone just hit a lot of bumpy chapters, right?
Right.
So he ends up in Tampa Bay after being on 3 teams in 13 months and
Good.
being, charged with a various amount of crimes, being sued by 4 different private chefs. That's actually real. That happened to Antonio. And then he gets a prove it deal, as they call it in pro sports, right? A prove it deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He wins a Super Bowl. He signs again. This year he re-signed.
You're Brady's dog. You in a good position now.
Tom Brady has you living with him. You're living the life,
Yeah, you see your boy is determined to get a couple more rings. Go along with the ride. Gronk did the same guy did.
And TP12 picked you. He's like, you're one of my guys.
What the fuck are you doing that?
Well, Antonio, you're
the one of the guy.
Incentives. He had some incentives in his contract, Vance, that were coming up, and so the story goes is that Antonio says he was hurt and that he couldn't play, and that's why he refused to go in to a game on Sunday. And this is Antonio's version of the story. He was hurt. He couldn't play. So his coach told him to go fuck himself and get the fuck off the field and threatened to cut him. That's what Antonio says. So Antonio naturally got undressed in the middle of the field and walked out of the stadium on national television. Whatever, no big deal. The team says that Antonio was pissed because he wasn't getting the ball enough because he has incentives coming up. And when he got into a fight with the coach, and then he undressed in the middle of the field and made a spectacle of himself leaving the field. Antonio's come up with a couple of different pieces of proof where, and here's the thing, kids, text messages where clearly you just changed the name of the text and you've made the message up are not proof,
Okay.
Can I find you the text messages, fans? Hold on.
Although, wait. No, we can't do this. Hold on, I want to keep it moving. We'll talk about what you see what I'm saying? It's like, here's the thing where I feel about Antonio Brown now, because he's coming from a troubled situation and all of that, because you would kind of explain it. I feel like he's just manifesting more bullshit that he's in. He's because there's like blocks that he's mentally, because he's been locked up a couple of times.
No, Antonio's been a constant underdog throughout his whole career. He had trouble in college. He's never gone to jail.
So he thinks. I feel like he thinks everybody's against him. He got that everybody's against me mentality. Yes.
I'm not gonna dwell on the text. There's just one text that I have to share with you guys. It's very
all right. Go ahead.
It's allegedly between Antonio Brown and Alex Guerrero, who's Tom Brady's trainer. It goes like this: Antonio Brown says, "Hey AG, if we're not going to work anymore, that's fine. Let me know about the $100K I paid you. Only fair to get back half my money. Let me know how to proceed." And according to Antonio Brown, Alex Guerrero responded with this: "Good morning, AB. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I completely understand that you want to go in a different direction. Thank you for the opportunity to work together. You are a wonderful person. I hope for your continued success on and off the field. Please let me know where you want me to send the balance. Big hugs, my friend." Does that sound like a human being?
Nah.
That's sending somebody $100,000. Big hugs, my friend. Big hugs, my friend. No, on the real, Antonio's been, he's had an underdog mentality his whole life. He's carried that chip on his shoulder where everyone's out to get him, and that'll eat you alive.
I mean, that'll manifest some troubles in your life without you even knowing, because I'm going through the same thing. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I was listening to the Big Sean things. I'm listening to a whole bunch of people talking about just manifesting things in their life, and I'm like, how do you even feel about that? Like, bringing something, basically making something out of you just thinking something, like, for a long time.
I just hope, listen, you're right. I just hope that whether it's
Have you ever manifested something for your life or visualized anything for your life and you seen it come true?
Other than this conversation with you? No. I'm kidding. I think a lot about how I view, my success or failure comes through, my shared perspective of how I get now. I'm getting older. I start having less and less regrets in life. I
Okay.
think when you're younger, you have these massive regrets as you grow up because you're not emotionally prepared for failure. So when you're
Yeah,
young and you
exactly.
fail, it hits you hard because you're not emotionally prepared for it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you do. I've always said this. You do when you're a kid, right? And then in your teens, you're learning about life. You're
Yeah.
figuring out life. You're not. Everything's new to you. But in
Right.
your 20s, you're only in your 20s is when you start growing as an adult. But you don't grow into yourself before your 30s. Because in your
Exactly.
30s, you get perspective. Because now life's not a party anymore. Your body's not a party anymore, right? Your schedule's not, your responsibilities isn't just day to day anymore. Everything is longer term. So you gain that perspective. Whereas when you're in your 20s and you have to deal with failure, you don't understand the concept of tomorrow that you're going to have another chance.
Yeah.
So you live in the moment too much. Whereas
Yeah.
I think as you get older, you learn that perspective and you gain that balance, which helps dealing with success and failure.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
feel because when you get older, you start being able to compartmentalize it and understand why you failed or why you succeeded at any certain thing. Whereas
Yeah.
when you're young, you don't know that, so you take everything, good or bad, to the extreme emotionally.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And then it's crazy. Once you start gaining that perspective during the 30s, now you start living, gaining, learning, and living experiences off those perspectives. And then now I feel like you really become into you, like
Mm-hmm.
around 40
You come into
now.
yourself.
Yeah, because now I felt like it's crazy. I felt that yesterday. I'm like, dang, it's crazy how I'm 40 years old, but I didn't feel like I really felt like I felt like I was born again, and now I'm me, and it's only been like 3 to 5 years. Like I really felt like I really became me, and this is it. This is me, who I am. Like when I became a comedian in 2017, and then ever since then I was starting to learn I was like gaining a whole new perspective on life. Now I'm living life with these expect perspectives. Now I'm like, dang, I feel like I'm just 5 years old. Like I don't even feel like all the life that I lived before I was 30. Um, I feel like
Vance,
37.
hold on, Vance. I gotta.
Yeah.
We have some. Our comments are going off here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What's
yeah, yeah.
up? I don't
So
even see them comments, baby.
So
I
I
don't
got we got
even.
Kevin Krupa, my dudes, hail Satan. Mike Evans is nicer. He is. Don't at me. You're right, Kevin. Mike Evans over AB all day. Your 20s is about being a degenerate. Love that. Spreading that seed and smoking that weed. That's a fucking vibe.
Mm.
And then Kevin wants to know how you're 40, Vance. None of us know. We've never seen Vance's birth certificate, so we have no idea.
Word, right?
Yeah.
That's
Like when I first met Vance, I thought he was younger than me. I thought he was a kid. And that's
it's
partly because Vance, when did I meet you? About
huh?
2015 now, 2016? How long
Huh?
we know each other? How long we know each other?
We known each yeah, since I've been a comedian 2017.
2017. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
when you
that's
first came
almost
onto
four
the scene,
years.
yeah, when you first came onto the scene, I thought you were like 25, 26.
Word. And I think I was
Like,
30, I was 37, 38.
yeah, when I found out you were like that old, I'm like, this motherfucker, how's he that old? Like, I had no idea.
Word, B. Word.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm just blessed, B. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
just
lotion.
blessed with a lot of lotion.
A lot of lotion, keeping it tight, keeping the skin tight, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it happy all the time, baby. And plus I ain't got no
Perspective,
kids,
though,
so
too, because you have that perspective, though.
yeah, it's my yeah. I always had the Peter Pan perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Peter
On some
Pan
Michael Jackson
perspective?
shit. Huh?
Peter Pan perspective?
Yeah, on some Michael
What's that?
Jackson shit. Don't ever want to grow up.
Okay.
Neverland. It's like I feel I've been like that ever since a kid, man. Like I don't ever want to grow up
You
like a
weren't one of
big
them
kid.
kids that wanted to grow up.
Nah, I didn't want to grow up.
I was one of them dudes like I can't wait to be an adult.
Word, but nah,
That's what I said when I was younger. I regret it now.
yeah,
Speaking of having or not having regrets, I think one thing is like to tell all the young people, enjoy your time, enjoy what you have in front of you.
Son, that's
enjoy
why
what you have now. Don't worry about what's in front of you too much, right? Because that's another thing. We talk about young people like in your 20s. You're so worried about what's in front of you, right? You're like, fuck that. Enjoy it, because you know what? You're gonna be 32. You're gonna be 32 one day. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, what the fuck was I worried about? You know? Like,
word, B. That's the biggest regret of all the old people, man. They like, oh man, I wish I took more risk in life, man. That's all you gotta do, young, and you just
hold
gotta
on, Max. I
take
got an
more
important
risk.
call coming in. Hold on.
Oh shit, important.
I got a wine delivery coming, Vance. So you got a van. You got a
jeez, this
van.
guy got a wine delivery on during the show right now. This guy, take the call. Take the call. Wait, you got to get off. Oh, you're on the mo. Okay, this guy's
I'm right here, Vance.
Vance.
I'm right here, Vance. Listen,
All
here's the
right,
thing, Vance.
welcome back, baby.
In this crazy world of ours, you have to sometimes get homemade wine to cope, and that's what we're doing. You know, we got some bottles of homemade wine on the way. Legitimately, you know, a key thing about your wine: keep it lying down. Don't keep it standing up. Keep it lying down.
Okay, I got you. Keep the tannins. Probably keep the tannins involved in the thing and all of that. Yo, Chris, you know what's really bugging me lately on the Facebook? You see a lot of people posting things about the vaccine, this protest, that. You know, a lot of conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And it just reminded me of that saying that they will say back in the 70s or the 80s. They say the revolution will not be televised. And that's what I say, right? I feel right now the revolution will not be Wi-Fi. The revolution will not be streamed. The revolution will not be on a goddamn status. It won't be tweeted. So, like, that's what I feel like. I just feel all of this is just more propaganda. You know, back in the day, they would say propaganda. It was just through magazines and through little newsletter things. You wouldn't even know about it. But now, you just wake up and propaganda is all up in your face. Makes you think that they might be a revolution or something. Is people mad at something? Is the government doing
Here's
something?
the thing about
that is going on. So me, I don't give in to that shit. I just like I hear the streets rather than look at what I really feel like, yo, if anything, it's on the streets. It's not gonna be.
I'll say, you know, there's a protest. There's a protest today in Montreal at 1:00. Right? There's a protest in the streets. So we'll see how it goes. It is -17 outside, so I'm really curious to see how many people show up today for the revolution at 1:00. It is with the wind chill. It's going to be -25. Anders playoff football on today, so we'll see how much. Not playoff football. The last week of the season of football.
I just walked out. Oh yeah, I just walked outside for 10 minutes. I walked outside without a hat. My head felt like it felt like a block of ice was on me. I was like, yo.
We're about to see how much the revolution's about to be televised. I don't know, man. You know, here's the thing. Governments have drones now.
I lived here in 10 years in Montreal. I ain't never felt that. It's really cold.
Have drones.
Yeah.
You know, like the U.S. has drones where they can kill you with drone strikes. So I don't know if we'd win a battle with the government, you know? So I'm going to have to see how it plays out, Vance.
I just got to see it, man. You know what I mean?
How it plays out. I can't be there for the start, but if you need bullpen help, I'll see how it plays out, you know?
I mean, people just got to look at life like this. It's like you sign up for a WWE contract, okay? God is Vince McMahon. Yo, and shit happens.
I don't want to live in a world where God is Vince McMahon.
And you could get released any day, even though you thought you signed the contract, okay? So that's how life is, man. Just roll with it, B. Either you become a jobber or move the fucking needle.
You know?
Move the needles.
Vance, I love how it's what time is it?
Yeah,
it's 12:05.
Yeah.
And you're already in the territory where you're like, You're speaking wisdom that I can't even understand, and that's impressive.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be. You got all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we go though,
Yeah.
here's the real pandemic. I wanna leave
Oh
you
shit.
with.
Oh shit.
The real pandemic is when I go to McDonald's
Uh huh.
and there's like one guy working the
Yeah.
whole shift.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Nobody wants to work no more.
That's what all the rich companies say.
Everybody wants to try to get
That's what the
Bitcoin.
billion-dollar companies say. Nobody wants to work anymore. Can't figure out why.
Nobody wants to work no more. I mean,
Shit.
you got that option where, I mean, what a lot of people was getting free money, so they was like looking at their jobs like, oh, why would I do this
Are
instead
they
of when
still
I
giving
could
out
do?
the CERB? I don't even know.
Nah, they not giving it out no more. But right now they doing some Canadian worker. Yeah, there's a new type thing now.
Well, listen. I mean, this is what happens,
Hmm.
right? This is what happens, I guess.
And then after
Um,
that, you're on your feed, and then there's all these motivational speakers, including me. I'll tell you.
yeah. You're a regular Tony Robbins.
Ah, but I'm just saying
Fucking
that
Gary V over here.
I feel like there's a lot of peer pressure on even trying to be an entrepreneur. And I'm just saying, like, if you got it, go ahead and do it. But if you want
Revenue
structure,
streams, baby. You need
yeah,
multiple revenue streams. Build that capital so you could start your LLC. That's what
mm,
Jay Z would do.
mm,
And if anyone gives you money, you say no, no. I want lunch instead. I want a meeting. I want your wisdom. Don't give me your money.
exactly.
Your money's no good for me. I want
Like,
I want you to share your lessons. And lesson number
yo.
one is never turn down money. That's the lesson. So,
ah, ah.
hustle and grind, as the kids say. But also, don't be afraid of a stable income. So, yeah,
Albert Einstein said, if you feed your stomach, if you worry about feeding your stomach, man, you always go hungry. But if you feed your mind, you'll never ever be hungry. But check it, man. Listen, man. Yo, even after all that bullshit, okay, even some people just have to have a job, and I dig that. Like, you just fuck me, making a plan out and try to diversify my funds. I like going to a place where I have a shift and da da da, do this amount of time, and some people could maybe that fits your life and that's what you want to do, because that's what you, and plus if you do try to do uh the other stuff that you probably feel pressured to do, you're probably trying to fit a piece of a puzzle that you're probably turning into a piece of a puzzle, and you're trying to fit yourself into a puzzle that your ass ain't made for. Your ass is made for this puzzle. Go fit in that and go be the cog in that machine. Go be a well-oiled cog in that machine that you're supposed to. I think you're born to do. Some people are actually born to be workers, and they don't even know this. The reason why I feel like I'm an entrepreneur is
mm-hmm.
because, check it. It's not because I feel like I'm pressured into entrepreneurship. It's because I went through my life where I had a whole bunch of 9 to 5s, and then like on my last 9 to 5, and hear me living life, and now I'm gaining new perspectives, and I'm gaining more trust in myself. I'm just like, hey, yo, man, I can't work with idiots, man. I can't. And then here's the thing: it's like I think I have in me to start a new company or start something, but I just have to find out what they do to do that and get into that instead of wasting my time being an employee, because I'm always gonna feel like, dang, like I ain't feeling living up to my potential, or I just feel like in me I can't be an employee. I
I get it,
can't. I
Vance.
just can't
I
do
get
it.
it. You know what, Vance? Here's what I say: is that every morning we should wake up and listen to Coffee Talk
Mm,
before we go, and whenever Vance decides to release Coffee Talk, is when the morning actually starts.
mm,
And that's the type of power Vance holds. And that's why he's an entrepreneur. But not everyone could be Vance. And not everyone could be Chef Vito B, you know? And now as we say all that, Vance, my wine has arrived. I have to
go get your wine, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's always a blessing to be on this show. I love this show. I love what you do, Vance. I love the fact that I was with you when you recorded the intro to this show.
Yes, baby.
In the social promo, it always warms my heart to know that I was right next to you when we did that. I made that pot of coffee for you.
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
And that hits in here, inside.
We manifested that.
Yeah,
we manifested
underneath all the fat and tar and all that shit, right in the heart.
Right here, baby. I love you, CV, man. Go enjoy that wine, man. You know what I'm saying?
See you soon, baby.
Toast up. Take care. And that's been my man, Chris Venditto. Guys, I hope you enjoyed Coffee Talk Live. And to have more Coffee Talks in your life, please follow me on Instagram, okay? At Coffee Talk, at COFFEE_TAWLK. That's where I talk my shit all day. And check this, baby. If you want to support me, all you got to do is go to a website called buymeacoffee.com/Coffee Talk, COFFEETAWLK, and probably support your boy. Buy me a coffee. You know what I mean? Because, you know, this should be running out. And as you can see, comedians, we ain't got no time to do stand-up comedy right now in Quebec because they got us locked down. But we ain't down. We still clowning around. And that's all your boy got to say for today. I'm out. Peace. To see more videos of Coffee Talk with Vito Blaze, please subscribe to the YouTube channel Vance Michelle. And to hear more episodes of Coffee Talk with Vito Blaze, please subscribe to Coffee Talk with Vito Blaze on iTunes, Spotify, and Google.